Now imagine sailing 300 miles in a boat so small that two men can carry it 100 yards into the water. Well, that's what I just accomplished on the Everglades Challenge, which is a 300-mile race from Tampa Bay down to Key Largo, fully unsupported in a small sailing and rowing vessel. 83 boats competed in this event. And like all of these challenges, you end up learning something. And what I learned is to accept what you can't control and always keep moving. And a great example of that happened on day 2. We were cruising along at 11 knots, surfing waves, just flying. And we were getting close to that elusive second checkpoint that was tucked into the Everglades. And we went up to the canals into the Everglades and had good tailwind until all of a sudden the wind died. And right as the wind died, the tide shifted. And they didn't just shift slightly. They came ripping out of the Everglades. Going so fast, we were running backwards everywhere we've come. We threw the anchor, that didn't work. And so we revised to slowly row and check in and out of the currents as much as we could. And that 30-minute to checkpoint 2 became 4 hours. Once we navigated finally out of the Everglades, we were flying again, doing well on an 18-mile-an-hour wind on a beam reach. It was a beautiful day until we rounded the point of Florida. And that same great wind now was dead in our face. Dead in where we needed to go for that checkpoint 3. We tacked back and forth. Nothing was changing. So what did we do? Luckily, there was a beautiful beach. We put the boat right along the beach, tied a rope around our waist, and started pulling. 4.5 miles till we got around that point, and we get to a point where we could tack again. And then all the way to the end, we see the finish in sight, less than 0.75 miles away. We changed the sails. It caused a bit of a problem. It would capsize. But luck would have it, a boat was coming by, and we got up on the bottom of the boat and stood up on that center board and flipped her back up, set the sails, and sailed in with smiles on our faces. So the lesson here is, whenever you have a challenge, you got to accept it. In that small boat with no engine, that headwind, we couldn't affect it. We had to pull. When that tide came, we had to row. And when the wind was in our favor, we enjoyed the time going fast. Kind of like life. Even sometimes when you're almost at your destination, you can get capsized. But you just got to focus on getting the boat right and getting where you need to go. So accept what you can't change and always keep moving. Hope this helps.